Okay, get ready because we're going to solve roots and we're going to see strategies to calculate them. Okay, last session or last video, if you watch the other video, you will see that we were thinking how to calculate the cubic root of 27 and what could be the strategy. Maybe for you it's straightforward to just check that if you have this number, that if you use this number called 3, and you just take 3 times 3 times 3, that is 3 to the third power, you're gonna have 27. Okay? And I'm going to show you strategies to calculate the square root of numbers. Okay? So I'm going to show you the strategy with this number. The number is, let's say that you need to find out the square root of 5,184. And you don't have a calculator, you don't have any other device, and you want to find it just by using your mind and your brain. So what it's good for you, you can have two strategies. We're going to start with the first strategy. The first strategy is if you are very good to operate numbers and you remember some basic powers. Okay, so for example, let's say that you remember the 2 to the second power, that is 4. You remember 3 to the second power, that is 9. 4 to the second power is 16. 5 to the second power, 25. 6 to the second power is 36. 7 to the second power is 49. 8 to the second power is 64. 9 to the second power is 81. 10 to the second power is 100. Okay? If you know these basic squares, maybe you can know 11, 12, 13, okay? It's okay for you. You can apply the trial and error idea. So you can try to figure it out by looking at the number, what could be the answer to the root, and try to approximate it if it's not a rational number's answer. That we're going to see later. What happens if it's not a rational number? But the question is, you need to ask yourself if you remember this type of powers, and using this type of powers try to find out the number and the answer. So let me show you how. You have this number, and this number seems to me closer. I'm going to do trial and error. Seems to me closer to 5,000. Okay, 5,180 seems to me closer to 5,000. And 5,000, it's the multiplication. Okay, I'm going to show you everything, but next time, maybe when you see it, you will see it differently. But you can see that 50,000, it's kind of the multiplication of 50 times 100, right? Okay, I want that you try to get this idea and look at that 100 is 10 to the second power. Okay, so maybe the root of 100 is going to be 10, maybe. And 50 is closer to 49. So it will be kind of related with 70, with 7. Okay, it will be related with 7, this 50, because 7 to the second power is 49, so it will be closer to 7. Okay, so if you get what I'm telling you right now, what I'm telling you is that you need to find out if your number is like the multiplication of powers that you already know, like 149. Okay, so in this case, you may say that kind of the root of 5,184 should be closer to the root of 4,900. Okay, 49 is 7 to the second power, and 100 is 10 to the second power. So this could be kind of closer to 70. Obviously, it's not going to be 70. It's going to be closer to 70. And now it's time for us to play with numbers to see what will be our root. So for example, it could be 71, it could be 72, or it could be 73. Okay, so you just need to take 71 to the second power, 72 to the second power, 73 to the second power, and check which one to the second power gives you 5,184. Okay, so what you need to think of is find the number that is closer. In this time is 70. 70 to the second power is kind of 4,900. It's going to be 4,900. So to get 5,184, I'm going to find out the squares of 71, 72, and 73 to check which one is it. Okay? This is the option number 1. I'm gonna give you time. You can pause the video. You can find the root and tell me which one is it. If it's 71, 72, 73, or maybe it's other, maybe 75, or maybe 76. Okay? So you can pause the video and find out what would be the root of 5,184. Now, the next idea is for you if you're very good in something that we call prime factorization. If you're good in prime factorization, the second strategy is for you. So maybe you say, no, I'm okay with this strategy. I'm not going to check prime factorization. So you can stop this video and now work with your own. Or maybe you want to see, hey, maybe prime factorization is for me. So that will be the time in which you can see the next strategy. So the next strategy is prime factorization. So I'm going to take my number and I'm going to do prime factorization. So that will be, I'm going to take divided by 2, that will be 2, 11 will be 5, I'm going to get 9 and 2, yes? Now I'm going to divide by 2 again, that will be 2 divided by 2, 1, 5 divided by 2 is going to be 2, 1 left, 19 divided by 2 is 9, 1 left, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, I'm going to divide by 2 again. 12 divided by 2 is 6, 9 divided by 2 is 4, I have 1 left, 16, 8. 2 divided by 2, 64 divided by 2 is 32, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Again divided by 2, 32 divided by 2 is 1, 6, 16, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Let's do it again. Okay, I hope to have a space. 2, so it will be 8 and 1. Now 81 is not divisible by 2, but is divisible by 3. I'm going to continue here. So third part, it will be 2. I'm going to get 2 left, so 27. Third part, 27 will be 9. Third part, it will be 3. And third part, it will be 1. So I can rewrite my number using prime factorization as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 to the 6th power times 3 to the 4th power. Okay? And look at what I'm going to do. Okay, maybe if you know rules of exponents, you will feel very, very clear with this situation and you will know what to do. But if you don't know laws of exponents, maybe this is going to be the strategy for you. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to rewrite this 2 to the 6th power as a number to the 2nd power to have the root. So I'm going to rewrite, look at that, that will be, I'm going to use red for you to see. Look at that this is 2 to the 3rd power, that is 8, and 2 times 2 times 2, 2 to the 3rd power, that is 8. So this number, 2 to the 6th power, is just 8 to the 2nd power. And look at it here, I can rewrite this 3 to the 4th power as 9 times 9. So 9 to the 2nd power. Okay? And now I'm going to do the thing of getting the root. So if I get the root of 5184, it will be the root of, I'm going to write it here, it will be the root of 8 to the second power, that it will be 8, times 9 to the second power, that it will be 9. So it will be 72. I told you the answer by trial and error. You can decide which method is the best for you, of course. It's up to you to decide the best method. You can try with trial and error, good for your memory. You remember the main squares, or if you prefer prime factorization, that will be the exercise for you. Tell me which strategy you prefer. Which strategy is the best for you? Trial and error or prime factorization? What is the best strategy for you? Just choose the strategy and work with the one that it will be comfortable. And remember, doing this type of exercises with your brain is going to be healthy for you, because you're going to squeeze your brain and you're going to do exercises for your brain that it's going to lead you to a happier life. Have a nice day and see you in the next video about expressions and simplifying expressions.